Welcome. I'm Ryan Buetow.
And I'm Levi Helmuth.
You are watching Agronomy and Economy. I am a NDSU Area Extension Agronomist.
I'm an instructor with the North Dakota Farm Business Management Program.
And today is December 4th, 2015. And go ahead and cut into the market.
All right, the big news this week is yesterday the dollar actually fell down a little bit from the record highs that we've seen this fall. Specifically in November, there was some news on stronger interest rates coming out of the euro, which rallied the euro. We had dropped down to below $1.06 for the euro trading to the dollar. Now we're trading back around $1.09 to the euro. But keep in mind that even with this, we've fell to the euro, but we're still very strong, especially compared to the South Asia markets that we do a lot of trading with. We do a lot of trading with Canada, so it's one US dollar is $1.30 in Canada. So we have a lot of they still are decreased purchasing power here for us. So I don't know if that's gonna affect. I don't think this isn't a long-term effect. We're still going to see the stronger dollar hurting most of our major exports, I think. Okay. For the month of November, cattle prices were down as far as our local sales range prices. 300 weights were $263, 400 were $234, 500s were $206, 600s traded at $109, and 700 sold for $179. So 300 weights were down 15, 400 were down 12, 500 weights were down 10, 600 weights were down 13, and 700 weights were down 7. I think that's just, we're getting back into the normal cattle cycle. December 2nd, Tim Petrie spoke at the Belfield Marketing Club and talked about how we're getting back into the kind of the traditional cattle cycle. And we kind of had our fall peak in October, November, parts of November, and now we're starting to see a decline again with those prices as we move into the winter months. What guys are worried because in 14 we really peaked out, and 13 we had good prices too, but now we're kind of on the downtrend of that. And as prices fall, you're not sure where they're going to fall at, but I still think for 15 and moving into 16, I think we're still going to see positive per head margins. As far as the crop commodities, yesterday we saw a 11 cent rally with the US dollar news. But that only ended up on the board. We closed only $3 up. So today they are trading crop commodities across the board are trending up. That could change this afternoon. Last I saw. For the week of December 4th, this is Friday's prices excluded because I collect data at the close of the market. But so far this week, hard red spring wheat regionally is $4.30. Hard red winter is $3.43. Durum is $6.71, and that's up from our average from last week. Some places we saw it go from $6.75 up to $6.85, so that's good news. Corn is at $2.84. Canola increased to $13.41. Oil sunflowers continue to trend higher at $15.18, and feed barley is at $2.24, which is about par for where it's been.
Okay. Yeah, talking about grains, I gave the small grain variety update in Mandan the other day. And went over some interesting information. I guess Barlow, which has been the leader for spring wheat over the past decade almost, has actually been kind of going down in popularity of how many acres are planted. And Soren has been increasing. And this year, Barlow is about 0.5% more acres planted than Soren. However, as this trend continues, Soren will take the lead. It'll be the first time that a private variety is the most grown in the state.
That'd be pretty big news.
Yeah. And small grains, they did pretty good in the west part of the state this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday I was working with a producer out by Galva, south of Beach, and they said for the 2015 year they didn't have a lot of the production and quality issues that they had in 14.
And that has to do a lot with the weather. I guess moving into the thing that, our topic of the day is things that we're thankful for with Thanksgiving happening recently. And what I'm personally thankful for is the weather. This year, weather was perfect for keeping down that disease pressure in some areas, as well as allowing the western part of the state to be on par, if not better, in yield than the eastern part of the state.
As an economist, I guess I'm thankful for the invisible hand. 1124, the American Enterprise Institute had an article that I really liked called Giving Thanks for the Invisible Hand. It was kind of in the same theme of iPencil by Milton Friedman or iSmartphone by Johan Norberg. So I guess it was kind of a Thanksgiving Christmas holiday meal. Talked about how the power of the market, how individuals freely operating, the turkey farmers buying grain from the from grain farmers, and the truckers and petroleum refineries for the packaging for the turkeys, and all of that goes to the supermarket without a turkey czar. It's all thanks to the invisible hand.
All right. Well, the invisible hand made me a little more full than I thought I'd be on Thanksgiving. But I think that's all we got for today. Have a good one.
Thank you for stopping by.
Was that joke a little too long, I think?
No, I liked it.